Welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk about a very important topic, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to tell you the steps it takes to become great at this one problem we're having now. So you have to stick around to the end of the video to make sure you follow all these steps so you can become successful in this world. The number one downfall we're having right now is work ethic. So many of us want to be successful in this world, but we don't understand the only thing that separates us from greatness is our work ethic. It is our drive. It is our dedication. Work ethic is so simple to get, but we make it so much more difficult than it has to be. We believe that working hard for something takes too much time. It takes so much discipline. So we want to half-ass everything. We just want the results. We don't want to go through the grind, through the mud, through the struggle that it takes to get there. Everybody believes that working for yourself, opening up your own business is the way. It's so simple. But approach it like this. If you can't go to work on time, if you can't do more than what you're required of at work while somebody's paying you, now think about when you open your own business, you're not going to be that driven. You're not going to be that person that you need on a day-to-day basis to make sure that that business stays afloat. We all think at the end of the day, everybody else is holding us back, but we are holding ourselves back because we have no work ethic. We have no standard. We have no dedication. So in order to be successful in this world, there's one tool. And these are some of the steps that's going to help you get there. Step one, build a standard. And that means there is no negotiating with that standard. That means you have only you and you only to hold yourself accountable. Two, live up to your standard. After you build it, you must uphold yourself to it. There is no days that you can say, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing this. Currently, I'm getting ready for an Ironman prep. My standard is every single day, I must get the work done. There is no negotiating. Yes, you're going to have those days when you feel like giving up. When those days that you feel like you don't want to push yourself anymore. But those are the days where the lessons are learned the most. I've had a couple of days that I wanted to negotiate with myself. And that one thing I've realized is sometimes lying to yourself and telling yourself, man, you only have, say like I'm out for a swim. You only have an extra 100 meters to do. Knowing that I have 500 yards, 500 meters to get done in that one set. But you telling yourself, it's only 100, it's only 100, it's only 100. You start understanding that you can live up to your standard because you're holding yourself and you're no longer thinking about negotiating with yourself. Three, I believe this is one of the most important ones. Set a goal, set a date, and hold yourself to that. Hold yourself to the practice of preparation in whatever you're trying to do. Because so many of us don't realize that if we put a date to it, if we sign up for something, now that deadline is there. And it's only you and you alone that can dictate the outcome. And let's stop letting failure make us weaker. It should make us stronger because we're putting ourselves in situations that are much harder than it has to be. If we stay comfortable, we don't learn. If we're succeeding at everything we're doing in life, we don't learn. We must be challenged on a day-to-day basis in order to understand what work ethic is. Work ethic is when we're failing over and over and over again, we're willing to get up and fight. We're willing to get up and actually put in the work that needs to be done, even though you know sometimes failure might be the outcome. That's what work ethic is. It's knowing that you have a 80%, 90% failure rate at it, but you can come out on top of it. You're willing to sacrifice it all to get to your end goal, to get to that place that you want to get to. And the last step, I believe, that will build your work ethic is practice. I'm going to say that again. Practice. Practice meaning practice what you're trying to get better at. So many of us approach whatever we're going through as a one-day thing. No. Work ethic is built on an every single day basis. So if you're preparing for an Ironman, if you're preparing for a marathon, if you're preparing for a business, opening up a business, if you're preparing for a test, if you're preparing for basketball, you must practice what you're trying to achieve every single day like it's game day, like it's the day of. We don't no longer want to put in the work every single day basis during the times we're practicing for the event. We must approach it like every single day is the event in order to build work ethic. So understand that. You can build work ethic every single day. But if you negotiate with yourself, if you always have an excuse, if you always believe the world's against you, people are here to bring you down, you will stay in that rut. You will never build up the work ethic necessary to become successful in this world. So make sure you build your standard. You hold yourself to the standard. You practice your standard every day. And you stop negotiating with yourself. It's so easy now to be surrounded with people who support your weaknesses, who support you copping out, who support you negotiating with yourself. But if you have that one person around you who's telling you the truth and telling you you are so much more than this, you have so much more inside of you, because I see it on every single day basis, we think that person is crazy. We think that person is just bizarre. Why is that person pushing themselves so hard? Why they can just be laid back and do nothing with their lives, just coast through it. And that's what work ethic is. Work ethic is being that one person in the room who's willing to sacrifice it all, who's willing to put themselves in an uncomfortable position, even though failure might be an outcome. Like for this Ironman coming up for me in less than 27 days. Failure may be an outcome because I've never done it before. But I'm not scared of the failure. What I'm scared of, not putting the work beforehand. Walking into the event, half-assing it. Not having a standard that I live up to myself through. That's what scares me more. Failure does not scare me. And it shouldn't scare you at all. If you put the work behind it. If you allow yourself to go through the struggles, to go through the times you want to give up. You can only be hard on yourself. You can only be mad at yourself if you didn't put the work behind it. Because you're not going to be successful at everything you do in this world. You can learn from it, you can grow from it, but you're not going to be successful at everything. So remember, stop being so hard on yourself. If you're not actually putting the work in, if you're not actually doing the things necessary to see the outcome you want in this life, stop walking with excuses. Throw them out the window. They no longer make you. They no longer will hold you down because now you have a standard. And work ethic has taught me that. Living in a rut is no longer possible for me because I have a standard. I have work ethic in my life. It took me over 30 years to find this out. I'm 35 now. I used to blame everybody for my outcomes. And come to find out, I was the one holding myself down. Because if I have the work ethic, and I put in the work, and I put in the hours, I put in the blood, the sweat, the tears, I know I have greatness inside of me. And I know you do too. So hold yourself to a standard and let's build work ethic together. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everybody that subscribed. Thank you for everybody that left a like and dropped a comment. If you're watching this for the first time, please take the time to subscribe to my channel. Take the time to drop a like and leave a comment. Remember, work hard today for a better tomorrow, and I'll see you on the next video.